What's up, everybody? I'm here today to reintroduce myself to you. There's a lot of you out there that are brand new, and even if some of you do know me personally, you may learn something new about me as well, or maybe we have something in common. I have collected a whole bunch of questions from clients and viewers, and I'm going to take the time to answer them all for you. So here we go. What inspired you to become a real estate broker? Well, I don't think there was too much inspiration. I've always worked for myself, so I did want to continue that. And I really loved selling homes. I really loved selling real estate. And so that's all the inspiration I needed. What is the most rewarding part of your job? That's super easy. The most rewarding part of my job is not the paycheck like you all would probably guess, but it is seeing the fulfillment of those people that got the house that they wanted or sold the house to get to the next stage of life, and making them happy and see the smiling on their face is everything to me. So that's what fulfills me in my job, is making my clients happy and getting them to that next stage of life. How do you balance being a broker and a personal life? There is no balance. I know all of you probably want me to say that there's some super top secret way to keep a perfect balance between personal life and your work life. But personally, I feel that when you're 100% in on something, you cannot have balance. And I pick my business to be 100% in on. And my husband knew that when he married me, that this is my passion, this is my baby, I'm gonna put 100% in on it. And so it doesn't mean I don't have a great personal life, because I do, but I do put my work first. So how I balance that is I just time block everything. In the morning is when I lift and get ready for the day. And then basically from like 6 a.m. to probably about 6 or 8 at night is all real estate. And then kind of have a few hours with my husband before we start it all over again. But some days don't go like that. Sometimes I'm on my laptop in bed till 10 and he's falling asleep. So there's really not like that balance that everybody likes to say that you have to have in life. You don't have to have that if it fulfills you. And so I like my life the way that it is. So I guess you could say that it is balanced. What's one funny incident that happened during a property showing? Well, it was actually a walkthrough. And my partner agent, Jamie, was going to look through this townhouse and it had a bidet in it.
With a Japanese toilet, you don't need toilet paper. The toilet washes you completely clean. You're mad.
And I'm so mad at myself for not having my camera ready, because I was coming up the stairs in this townhouse and she had walked into the bathroom and like went to check the toilet or flush it, and it sprayed everywhere, all over her. And she was just like, oh my gosh, and this like shocked look. And I was so mad at myself for not recording it, but it is still one of my most favorite moments. Love you, Jamie. What is a typical day like for you as a real estate broker? Kind of continuing off of one of my last questions about work-life balance, a typical day is my alarm goes off at 3:30. Usually I naturally wake up right then, so I don't even need it. And then I go to my gym and I train there. I actually had, let me go grab it really quick. All right, so I train at my gym. And if any of you know me, you know I'm like obsessive and 100 about everything I do. And training is one of them. It's a big part of my life, and I'm married to the world's strongest powerlifter ever. Maybe we should read what he can lift here in a second. But he writes all my plans, and what I do is a 8-week progressive overload, and I have done this forever. And one of these is like a month. So 4 weeks. And it's really cool to look back on, like, I have years and years and years of these. So what we're doing each morning is I am doing huge compound lifts, and we're lifting really heavy at 4 in the morning. And that is like my time, my phone is not ringing, and I'm there to concentrate on making myself physically better and actually mentally too. I really think that lifting is a big mental game. Anyways, so that's what I do until 6 a.m. And then I go home and I get ready for the day. And I'm usually in the office by like 9 and have my first appointment. And I take care of all my emails and everything for the first few hours. And then I'll start like listing appointments at noon, 1, 2, 3, and however late I need to go. And then I wrap up the day working on a little bit of media, and that's about it. So usually my days are full of just the back and forth with real estate with other agents and clients and talking to them about what they want to do. If they want to sell this year, how much they could potentially sell for, talking to buyers about what their interests are, what their must-haves are, and matching them up. And yeah, it's just my life. So there's no real good way to say how each day is structured because it's real estate and it's always different every day, but that's kind of how I like to structure my days. All right, next question is, are you married? Yes, and a lot of you may know my husband, Blaine Sumner. He is the most amazing individual who's pretty much superhuman. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He is the world's strongest powerlifter and has a total that no one will ever beat because it's like impossible, physically impossible. I'll throw a few videos in here so you can see how amazing it is, but he holds the world's biggest squat and bench total in Wilkes IPF history. So that's a drug-free federation. So lifetime drug-free athlete who is literally superhuman. His squat is 1135, so we're talking 1,135 pounds. Insane. And his bench is 1,003 pounds. Like, can you even imagine that? That's huge. He says that it feels like his wrists are just splintering apart when he's benching that much. And then his deadlift is 816 pounds for the grand total of 2,856 pounds. And he is amazing. I have never, ever had a relationship where my partner inspires me until meeting him. And it's pretty hard to live with somebody at that level of an athlete and as a human without becoming better yourself. So he constantly is my inspiration, and just being accountable to him on things is a huge part of why I'm better each year. So yeah, we take our training very, very seriously, and it's really fun when we can work out together. But he also works for Devon, which is an oil company. And so it's helped me know a lot about the oil industry here in Gillette, and just the surrounding areas and how important it is. So that's been awesome. He's been with them for like close to 15 years, I think now. So that's been the best thing that's ever happened to me, was accidentally meeting him in a showing. It was actually a walkthrough for one of his bosses at Devon was closing on a house that I sold him. And he's like, I'm gonna bring one of my employees along tonight. He's also my friend. And it was literally love at first sight. I used to make fun of people for saying that, but it's true. So if you haven't found your Mr. Right or your Mrs. Right, they are out there. Be patient, and you might.